Before we move on to the next slide, we're going to plan out our tables. For this database, we're going to have 4 tables. They're right here: movies, genre, director, and lead actor. And each table will have several fields. Starting with the movies table, we'll have a movie ID, title, release year, rating, duration in minutes, and budget. Here's genre. We'll have genre ID, genre name, and again, you can just kind of read the rest. When you build the table, it's definitely helpful to have this particular slide handy as we go through all of the fields. All right, back to Access Database. We're going to close out Table 1. It kind of starts a table for you when you open Access, but if you close it out and you've done nothing to it, if it says, do you want to save changes, say no, and it should get rid of Table 1 altogether. If you find that you still have Table 1 on the side, you can right-click and delete it, highlight and then click this delete button, or just leave it be. It's not a big deal either way. Now we are going to create tables. We're going to start with the movies table and we'll work our way through. Here are the instructions right here on the left-hand side. You'll also want to plan ahead for primary key. This part of the project is crucial, but it's also very easy because you will quickly learn that the first field that you create, the ID field, would be the primary key. In fact, it'll be assigned the primary key even before you do anything. So there's not much planning that needs to go in setting the primary key. Just understand what is a good primary key versus what is a poor primary key. And we'll discuss this in class. So first step, click on Create. In the ribbon right here, there's a Create tab. You're then going to click the table icon. And you can see that the screen has changed a little bit here. Click on the Home tab. This gets you back to home base. And then you're going to click on this View icon. We're going to go to the Design view. This right here is the data sheet view, and what we're going to is called the Design view. Before we can do that, though, it wants us to save the table, so we'll just call this Movies. And here is the design view. So each of these rows is technically a field or a column in the data sheet view. The first field, we're going to change the name to Movies ID. Okay, and it is the primary key already. And we know this because if you look closely right about here, there's a little shape. It looks like a key. And if you highlight it, you can see that primary key is switched on. I can turn primary key on and off, and you can see it turning on and off. All right, we're going to leave it on for now because the ID is going to be the primary key in all the tables that we create. Going back to our slide here, and this is the previous slide, we're just going to go through each of these tables and fields. Just going to punch them all in, and again, have this handy so that you can get to it real quickly. All right, so movie table, we have movie ID. The next one is title, and title will be short text because it is a text field. Release year. I'm going to put an underscore. I like to put underscores instead of spaces because it makes building SQL queries easier. We're not necessarily going to do that in this course, but as you develop databases in other courses, if you're going to use a space, make sure you use an underscore. It makes life a lot easier. Release year is going to be a number. All right, so I can just type in number, or you can select number from the list. Rating. I think rating is supposed to be like PG-13 or rated G, that type of thing. So we'll leave that as a short text. Duration is in minutes, so we'll leave that. Actually, we will make that a number. Minutes is a number. We'll make that a number. And budget. Budget is in US dollars, and I could select currency if I want. In fact, let's do that. Let's select currency. We'll see how that goes. And I think that's it. So according to our last slide, we have movies, title, release year, rating, duration, and budget. Okay, everything looks good. Again, movies ID is our primary key. I'm pretty happy with this. Let's save this. All right, let's move on to the next table.